One second, bro. One second, bro. I totally hear you on that in terms of like building a foundation. But how many times in the past 15 years have we built a foundation and then broke it and then trying to rebuild a new foundation, break it again, and then build another foundation? Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, I
just
hear that, but ultimately our
it's
issue is
become a rinse and repeat
we get
situation
sidetracked
with
though.
us.
So what will happen is Arsenal fans are like, okay, we want to build a foundation, and then they'll go, right, we want Jack Grealish, who will take your entire transfer budget and not sign
Yeah, but
Facts.
the other things.
Babs,
We did it. We did it last summer with Partey. I love Partey. I still would have signed him, obviously. But if you'd split that money in half and bought an attacking midfielder and a DM, you would have got top
We wouldn't
competitors.
be in a
Babs, can
situation
I
we're in
ask
now.
You
you this,
look at
though,
Leicester
Babs?
right now, right? Leicester have good players, but who's the superstar player? Who's their marquee player?
Babs, can I ask you this?
Right now,
Vardy.
Vardy and
Wait,
Thiago.
Vardy.
who's the
Who's
marquee
the
player?
marquee?
Somebody said,
Who's
Who's the
Leicester's
marquee player?
marquee
Vardy is
player?
the marquee player.
Their marquee
Then
player is
this guy,
probably Tielemans.
Tielemans is the
You know,
marquee player.
Ndidi.
so
Wilfred
you
Ndidi.
gotta find these players. You just gotta just man find the right profile, or else
Leicester
I
has the
think
best scout in Premier League,
Arsenal
man.
fans
I'll
want
I
accept it
think
openly.
I
Arsenal.
think
Look,
us as
if
Arsenal
if
fans.
you saw Buendia and Aouar played in the Championship, but Buendia played in Liga, Arsenal fans will want Buendia because he plays in Liga. We want
And
them. We
Exactly.
Bhavs
always
was
all
talking.
what we
Bhavs
want
was
as
No,
talking
but
fans.
right
Babs,
back,
that's
right?
not true.
Listen,
That's
listen.
not
No,
true.
no,
Hello,
it's
Prove
true
his
though. It's
case,
true because
bro.
our fans want names like Pepe, right? Be honest, right? How many
Bhavs.
fans watched Pepe play before he signed for Arsenal?
I did.
I didn't.
Very few
Babs,
no,
fans
but
actually
not
watch
for
him play week in,
Babs,
week
Babs,
out.
No,
But
but no,
because
but
he
Babs,
was
listen.
worth
Babs,
72
Babs.
million
This is
pounds,
why I
Babs,
everyone
don't
got
want
gassed.
Awa, bro. Because
no,
Awa's
but Babs,
shit.
not for
That
every
guy is
single
a shit
position.
footballer. He's
This guy is
rubbish,
good
man.
player, man. Lamptey.
Nah, Aouar's alright. He's not awful, man. Don't give him
No,
that.
he won't improve us, man. He's a waste of
Yeah,
time.
yeah, but pretty much like what Bav said. Like,
Bellerin replacement.
I've heard a
It's
few
our
people
player
in I've heard a
Lamptey.
few people in here talk about they want marquee signings. The reason we're not where we are is because of bruv, we need to function as a team. The fact that when Tierney's not fit, we have Zaka at left back should scream that we need to build a team first. We need to build a team and then
And also,
slot
when
in
you build
marquee
a
You have to
signings.
team,
build the basis to get these
that
players
no,
at their max.
those marquee signings, right? Sometimes your players become marquee players. You might
Saka's our marquee signing.
exactly. You see Buendia. He might come in and eventually he might become a marquee player. You don't know. Like when they signed Salah and Mane, were they meant to be marquee players for the
Yeah, I
club?
hear
They
that.
weren't.
At the end of the day, we're
Firmino
not
as well.
Chelsea.
So
We're
you
not
just
Chelsea.
gotta be. We're not Chelsea, and if you want to be like Chelsea, go fucking support Chelsea, bro.
Bro,
I
I
can't
said
be
this
asked for
earlier
that shit.
to these man.
You support Arsenal for a reason. You don't support a club because you think they're successful. So let me just support Arsenal. That's not why I support Arsenal, right? So if you like the other team's model so much, go fucking support them then. There's nothing you can do about it. Arsenal's got a different way of
hold on,
doing it. It's
realistic.
likewise for Liverpool, likewise for Man United. Teams have different ways of doing it. You just got to accept that.
Yeah, your club can follow the this Liverpool's pattern. Like it'll take years.
It
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
I'm not saying it's
Liverpool's
gonna
pattern.
happen. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but that's
First,
our
you need to
club.
hire a good manager.
You don't
Then you have
support.
to give him
You
back
don't
him.
support Borussia Dortmund and expect them to act like Bayern Munich, do they? You know,
No,
that's
you don't.
like there's me going to the NBA and supporting the best team, the
No,
Lakers.
it's not like that. It's saying, yeah, they are saying they don't. Chelsea's this thing will not work. Chelsea's thing is different. It's the unique way of doing it. Sacking the managers and
Okay, now I hear that, but no business is sustainable spending £200 million every summer,
Bro,
right? And with
No,
Roman
but
Abramovich right now, he's
the thing
putting the
about
money in.
Chelsea is
Go
the
on.
problem we have
They
as fans
actually
comparing
went.
ourselves to Chelsea is Chelsea have consistency and continuity from the top down. Even if they sack the manager, they still have the same board of directors. They still have
no,
the
I'll
same
tell you a
people.
fact. I'll tell you a fact. Okay. Even I was frustrated with that Sari, where that video went viral. I was really frustrated. That season, before that season, Conte, he won the league. He was not backed properly. He wanted Tolisso and Lukaku. They gave him Morata. Okay, Morata is fine, at least near to that. And they gave him that Bakayoko. It didn't work out. And he
Yeah,
has
bro.
absolutely collapsed. So I was angry. Then
Zappacosta
yo,
Sari
and
came in.
Water.
Then Sari came in.
angry
Sari,
rant
they
man,
gave him only one player. Just a
angry,
one player they gave him.
angry
Jorginho, they
rant
gave
man.
him. That's all. So
You're fixating on one point in time. If you look at consistently, you've had the same board, and what has that
yeah,
got you? Two
consistency.
CLs.
No, I was also not happy with the board initially, like those rough years. Then this
Happy
season,
with the
Lampard. I don't know
board.
what happened, but they gave Lampard the most money. They backed Lampard more than
They
even
didn't.
Conte, and they backed Lampard even more than
That's
Sari.
incorrect.
They
They didn't
backed
give
him,
him money.
and they
They didn't
expected
give
him
him
to
money.
perform at least get top four, but he didn't
They
do
s-
it. So that's why they took the harsh decision and made sacked him. It's a harsh truth. No emotions, nothing. I have emotion for Frank Lampard. I will. He's a club legend, but that's the truth. That's the way it works. It's
But
always
Chelsea
works like
sold
that.
players first, though. Chelsea sold Morata and Hazard for nearly
Yeah,
160 million
exactly.
pounds before you bought the players, and also had a
I don't
window
know
when
how
you
you
didn't
make
sign
a
anyone
sell
either.
Morata for that kind of money. It's mad.
Yeah, because these players are wanted, innit? And Chelsea don't make themselves look like begs. Arsenal are like begs. So Jack has got to be sold. We've got to sell him. If you make it public to the world that we're rebuilding, these clubs take advantage of us. When has
Word.
Chelsea ever made it public to, oh, we're going to rebuild? No, they just sell the player silently. If you look like you're under pressure to sell, you're obviously going to sell the player for less money. We did the
You're
same thing with
so
Martinez
right
as
on that
well.
one.
That's it, bro. But
Bro,
anyway,
Yeah,
bro,
we
you
got
fans are not meant to understand it.
Smile Gunnar. Smile Gunnar, what you saying? Hello? You requested. Okay. I hate when that
Hey, yo,
happens.
Yannicka, man, your team had one job, you know. One job.
Yo, Jan, why couldn't
Tell
Man
me
City
One
about
beat
it.
fucking
Chelsea,
job,
man?
bro. One
Sorry.
job. It was just to win one game of football, and you couldn't
I
even do that.
know. I know.
I said Pep bottled it because he could have just played a
Of
DM.
course.
One
But
game.
Yo,
remember, like,
We could have been
kinda.
saved all this talking. We could have been celebrating right now with City fans, but fuck's sake, man.
do you know what though? I
Gosh.
said the whole time I was like, Pep has to play this specific lineup or we'll lose, and he didn't play it. Like it had to be Fernandinho. Every single City fan that I know was like, because usually people are like, I prefer Rodri, but every single City fan was like, has to be Fernandinho. So for playing like in that game, like you had to play Fernandinho. I'm sorry, a blind man
If you
can
look at
see that
if you look at the
Fernandinho needs
second
to
half,
play the game.
when
People have already seen
Fernandinho
it.
came on, look at how much City controlled that game.
Yes, thank you.
But
That's
Pep
what they
played.
needed.
That's what I said
Pep.
though, because I said if City win, it'll be 2-1, and if Chelsea win, it'll be 1-0. But I said whoever scores first will win, because I knew
But
we had warnings. It's
I.
not like they scored with their first shot.
But
We
but
had warnings. He
but
should have brought
look.
on
But
Fernandinho,
Pep.
and he didn't.
But Pep played two defensive midfielders in the FA Cup semi-final, and he played one defensive midfielder in that league match. He lost both of them, so he went all out attack.
No,
He
but
changed the
look,
tactics.
Pep
Was
has
that a
never
4-3-3
Yeah, but
lineup?
against
he
Man
didn't.
City. Pep
No,
has never
when
played his
he played
actual
two
team.
DMs. Yeah, but when he played two DMs, he played Rodri and Fernandinho, which never works. You need Gundogan and Fernandinho,
Man
or
City
Gundogan and Rodri.
at
The
their
second
best,
time he played Rodri, he never played Fernandinho as
and
holding
also
on his
with
own.
De Bruyne.
And that's the team that beat PSG. It's not like this is some team that I've made up. That exact team that needed to start
But
Fact.
beat
our
PSG.
midfield,
And
even if
PSG
we would
was
have played, I'll
counter-attacking
be very
non-stop.
confident. Kante is brilliant, world class, best player in the world right now.
Wait,
Even if we
Kante
would
shot
have
for
played,
Ballon d'Or.
yeah, he would have just dominated the midfield. He dominated Modric, Cruz, and Casemiro's midfield. What is Manchester City's midfield for him?
Angry, you
He
gotta
is.
understand that we're
The
not
thing
talking
is
down on.
I'm gonna
though.
have a hot
What
take
about
on
We're not
this.
Arsenal's
talking
midfield?
down on.
Angry Rantman.
The thing is with that
I'm gonna have a
though
hot
is
take
if
on this.
Chelsea didn't play Kante and they lost, their fans would be saying exactly what City fans are now. They need Kante because Kante is vital
Exactly.
to
I
them.
also will say,
They
Can I
obviously.
just
need
say
Yeah, you're
something?
Fernandinho
correct.
because
Yeah,
You
you're
want
Fernandinho is
correct.
vital to
experience in
us.
the
No,
final. You can't drop one of
Fernandinho
the
is a
most
good player,
experienced
but
players like Fernandinho, can you? Oh,
City
so
didn't
stupid.
turn up. Simple as.
So stupid from Pep, man. Why did he got to do that, man?
Fernandinho is better than Casemiro.
Yeah, do you know what?
but Modric and
Fernandinho,
Cruz.
like when Fernandinho came on, you could see how City actually looked
They
10
did
times better.
control.
I'm not even
You just had them
exaggerating.
caged
They
in.
looked 10
To me, the
times
biggest
better.
mistake was to play Foden in the midfield
But
and
still,
start Sterling.
when Fernandinho was there, we got a
He
golden
Sterling
was
shouldn't
chance.
have
nice.
We
started.
got a
Against
switch off. We
Casemiro,
missed that
man.
chance. If we had scored that one, then what he could have said?
Ultimately, the final was a narrow margin. City had one shot on target. Chelsea had two shots on target. It wasn't like some end-to-end final, right? And in terms of that first
Chelsea
goal,
could have won convincingly if Timo Werner
they
was a
could have,
different striker.
but ultimately, that the goals, the
Yeah.
chances they made was because City had no DM. They were getting exposed constantly, and if they just started at DM and put De
To be
Bruyne
fair,
on the
yeah.
right hand side and not the left hand side because he's playing on the left hand side for whatever reason, I think they would have beaten